going to first do is read a few poems from other people from this, and I will save a few more for the next time for our next feature that's coming up in 2 weeks, but I haven't read this in a while, but we will try. I think I'm going to go with Gerry's here. Hi, Gerry. And he is going to be here to read a little bit later on. Awesome. But the first one I was going to read is from the Poetry After the Apocalypse date book. And this is a poem by John Gray. I have no idea which magazine it's from, but it's in the Apocalypse date book. This is called Wet Letter Office. There's a dread to coming home on a rainy day, like today. Letters poking out of the mailbox, soaked to their paper skin. With catalogs, it's a welcome revenge. The books are normally cardboard protected, but it's the personal stuff that I extract so gingerly, pathetically, like ushering homeless waifs in out from the weather. It's not just a case of drying them out on the countertop. Already the ink runs, consonants leak off in all directions, vowels blend into one another or ooze apart, seep into envelopes, envelopes shred at my fingers, missives hold their sentences underwater like they're drowning. They're actually drowning kittens. My eyes wade through the mess and don't know if I'm dragging out the drenched corpses of love, cries for help, news of old friends, or please send me more money letters. Even the addresses are blurred to the point where nobody could be able to read them or live at them. All I know is that the correspondence meant for me, surely lucid in its infancy, but now a quagmire of bleeding scrawl, inky nonsense. I sit back in my kitchen chair, surrounded by failed communication. Rain beats its garbled Morse code on my rooftop. What I'll never know is closing in. John Gray. Thank you. Perfect way to start that with the rain, with the lovely rain we have today. This one is from probably last week, but this is a piece called The Bus Station, and it's by Katrina Guarasio. Katrina, I apologize. Katrina, this is your poem. This is Bus Station. A little after 10:30, we sit at the bus station, my leg thrown over yours, head rests on shoulder, your arm around me, absently caressing my shoulder as though a lifetime habit. The ice of your eyes bites my lower lip as you tell me where the wild things are, in a cadence so calm it stirs my soul. I'm tired of hiding my insides from my out. I crawl inside you then, build a home along the bones of your rib cage. A bed is out of your cartilage that is marked from the sternum. A pillow for a soft tissue between vertebrae. I fall asleep along the rhythm of your heart. I leave a piece of myself there. A little before 11, you collect yourself and join the crowd surrounding the departing door. Without a second thought, I give you my last cigarette, a kiss for the road, and a handful carefully chosen words. A shared serene convergence before the road drags you away. Katrina, thank you. Yay, thank you, Katrina. And After the Apocalypse, yay. And if anybody is interested And, by the way, they're not even here yet. If they're going to be coming by, I know that there's a piece from our potential feature from Tom Curry and Janine Ravensloot and Tom Roby. They've got stuff in here. And don't forget it. And I just released it today, but I'm going to have to notify all the contributors in it this week. But it's very quick. I was going to read one poem. Last time we're going to see this issue from me. This is V119 of Down in the Dirt. This is the September-October issue, the all mangled roadway. I thought I would share with you a piece from Stanley M. Noah. And this is The Fall of Berlin, 2 May 1945. Russians are at the Führer bunker now. Where is A.H. and his new wife, Ava? In this hour, the dirty work had to be done. Up came the 6 bodies of Goebbels' murdered young children, killed by their parents, Magda and Joseph, placed on the ground, side by side. The broken, bent, burnt, their eyes open, looking at nothing. The cold, objective camera moving, rolling slowly, did a good job filming each child, each the subject of what remains in a total war. After identification, the duty was over. It had been very emotional for some, others just a methodical, dreadful process. Then the Russians, framed in black and white, turned, lit cigarettes, and disappeared. In long days that followed, there was a cleanup, brick by brick, and shovels. Streetcars and rail came back. Outdoor cafes opened with the smell of coffee and flowers. Retail shops, too, had the latest apparel. Then, all of a sudden, it was 1950. The Führer bunker. Where is it? Yeah, Down in the Dirt, I know. Mellow movie stuff, World War II, but thank you, Stanley. And because somebody bought my copies of cc&d magazine, I figure I could show off the cover. This is cc&d because I don't have the issue with me. And the next issue I will be able to show you. I'm going to read 2 from this before I leave it at that. This is a poem by Jessica Pilgreen, and this is called Death at 6 a.m. An unexpected struggle. His arms stiff and erect, outstretched, as he feebly struggles to remain aloft, casting circular waves outward from the murky center, unable to push himself up against the gravity of death. I dip my spoon in a feeble attempt to snatch him from impending doom, but I only succeed in stirring his frenzy. On the surface, he spasms briefly before turning over into the brown water. Overtaken by it all, he slowly settles to the bottom, like a piece of soot or a rotten leaf. He's an empty shell, but still, I drag him from the depths and I gently fold him into the whiteness of my napkin before tossing him into the vastness of the garbage can and order another cup of coffee. Thank you, Jessica. I can applaud him holding my hand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a very, very short one because it's appropriate, because this is from R.N. Tabor. And this is something I like about the new issues of cc&d. Starting in 2014, they're going to be released through Amazon.com, which means they'll be available for sale in the UK and in Central Europe as well. And when I get poets like R.N. Tabor, who's been around for years with me, he's not going to have to pay an arm and a leg for shipping to have it sent to him. This is a short poem from Mr. Tabor. This is Autumn Leaves. Pavement art at heaven's door, left ajar. A love affair once summer.
Thank you. I wasn't able to applaud appropriately, but thank you, thank you, thank you.